Okay, good morning. It is 9:01 Central Standard Time here in beautiful Northeast Texas. It's a little bit cloudy, a little bit gloomy, and we're expecting a huge cold front to come through, but I think we're going to get through it. I'm kind of ready for some cooler weather. We've had 80-degree weather this December, and we are ready to get that done. Kevin, I see you have your hand up there, buddy. If you want to just speak there, just you can type in the question box, and you're welcome to ask questions during this webinar. It's going to be kind of informal. I just wanted to get together this morning. We have launched a new program inside of our Instant App Wizard control panel. We've been building some webinars and doing some things over the last month, and we've brought some new systems on board, been working, all day yesterday on it, on through the night, and getting ready for this morning. So we're very excited about this product and this program. Let me say before we get started, this program is not just for your Instant App Wizard program and the using the control panel. We also build webinars for businesses alike. So we are looking forward to this webinar this morning. I want to thank everybody for coming on board. I know it's a little bit early in some places. I see some West Coasters out there, and so it's probably about 7 o'clock there on a Saturday morning, so I appreciate you getting up. The guys on the East Coast are the one that had it made this morning, so let me, excuse me, I muted it there just for a second so I could cough. But we are going to get started. And once again, my name is Kerry Miller, and I am coming to you live from Northeast Texas in our Instant App Wizard Webinar Quest studios. We're going to talk this morning about video marketing for today's business. Just about everyone on this call has looked at video of some kind, some way, some fashion, some form in the last 30 days. Each and every one of you here, if you're a member of the Instant App Wizard family, you joined Instant App Wizard through a webinar. If you're here today, you're on this call, you have probably watched a webinar within the last 30 days. As a matter of fact, you're watching a webinar live today. Video marketing for today's business is extremely powerful. What is the market for online video? I've done my research. I've looked up the stats, and the stats, there's one thing I know about numbers. The stats don't lie. The stats are solid numbers taken by research firms all over the country. They put these stats together, and they let us know exactly what a product can do, will do, or is doing for businesses all over the country. According to ComScore, which measures online engagement and use, that's the percentage of internet users who view at least one video online over the course of a month. The average user is exposed to an average of 32.2 videos in a month, increasing the chances that your marketing message will be seen. 100 million. That's the number of internet users who watch online video each day. 75%. That's the percent of executives who told Forbes that they watch work-related videos on business websites at least once a week. How do we get these videos in front of our potential clients? Many of you are familiar with automated webinars. Automated webinars are really taking over the video scene, the marketing side of video. Because what automated webinars allow a client to do is to set a specific time on a specific date at a time that's convenient for him to be able to sit down in the convenience of quietness, to be able to take in the information, not be disturbed at his own time. Automated webinars allow us to do just that. Why webinars for today's marketing? Let's look at a couple of things why we need webinars for our marketing plan today. Webinars, number one, fulfill your objective. It brings in more sales leads, develops stronger relationships, and achieves better customer retention. It gives your audience value. Your content is timely and relevant, and your message and information is targeted to your desired audience. I'll give you a prime example. Some of our IAW members, our Instant App Wizard resellers, they currently are using webinars. We have just received some new stats for this year's data. I will be able to go in and replace the 2011 data with current data, current statistics for their clients. It keeps it timely, it keeps it relevant, and it keeps the correct information in front of your clients. Success factors helps you to reach your sales target benchmarks, getting you in front of more clients 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. We've got people in the webinar this morning from all over the world. They have an opportunity each week to see our live trainings via video, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your clients are busy. They have schedules to keep. This allows them to see your brand, see your business right in front of them immediately. Calls to action. It allows you to give a direct call to action, send them directly to your branded website or a specific telephone number. You're able to, through that webinar, to reach out and touch them, not only share the information that you have, the product information you have, to be able to show them the benefits that reaches out and solves their problems and their needs. They have the opportunity, once they see that information, to have a direct call to action, to reach out and get a hold of you so that you can continue with the process. One of the biggest benefits of the webinar is that it creates a relationship with your audience before, during, and after the event. I talk about branding a lot. I've trained on branding for the last 9 months, over and over and over and over. It's extremely important that even before your customer meets you, they already know who you are. Through a webinar, it increases that sense of branding. It puts you before them before they ever even meet you. During the webinar, they get to learn who you are. They get to know about your company. They see things. So now you've gone from an extreme cold call to a very, very warm, even a hot call. And after the event, they don't forget how you reached out and touched them. They remember those things. Not only that, they have the opportunity with the webinar system that we've put in place to be able to go back time and time again to review the webinar that you sent them. Webinars allow you to reach out to your clients multiple times a day, 7 days a week. The webinar system actually goes out and we set up the webinar on multiple time frames, 7 days a week, and it's also set up to where the time frame is the same as the area in which the webinar is being viewed. For example, let's say we're in the UK with Jeffrey, and we're over there, and Jeffrey wants to watch the webinar at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He can watch the webinar at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Nothing has to be changed on the system. It's still 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I can watch the webinar at 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we don't have to go in and make changes, time zone changes, area changes. It's all done automatically so your clients can have the opportunity to see and watch these webinars when they need to. It automates a part of your lead generation system. The great thing about our webinar system is it's got a built-in auto email generation system. It sends out an email when they register. It sends out an email before the webinar, and we can also send out follow-up emails after the webinar. Why is that important? You want to keep your brand. You want to keep your name, and you want to continually reach out to that client, letting him know that, hey, I just want you to know I'm still here. I just want you to know that everything is going well. I just want you to know that you are a part of what I'm looking for. I'm here to solve your needs if you need me. I bring great benefit to the table. Let's get together and talk. Not only that, what's more important than having a great list of clients, their email information, so that you can stay in touch with them? The great thing about automated webinars, and I'm one of those 20-hour-a-day people, the webinars work even when you're asleep. So instead of having to get up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning so that you can do a webinar in another country, you can set up your webinars and they even work while you're asleep. It allows you to build a database of customers, including email addresses, so you can keep your brand in front of them. The automated email systems are set at predetermined times to help expand the automated process. And the call to action feature. When your webinar is playing, we set a specific time for a button to come up, which gives a direct call to action. They click on the button and they can go directly to your branded website. Or we give them a call to action to pick up the phone and give you a phone call. I want to take just a moment and I want to show you how our video system works, how our webinar system works, and how we have linked that to your branded website. Give me just 1 second here and I am going to come in and I'm going to bring up my website. Just want to make sure that populates, and it has. We have set up a system, and everyone, if you're on board this morning and you've already got a branded webinar, I will be linking over the weekend all of your webinars to your website, your branded website. But what we've done is once your webinar is complete, I will go in and I will activate this new button. This new button says Live Webinar. It allows your clients to go in as they're searching through your website and actually go in and see a custom designed branded webinar just for you. Let's click on that Live Webinar button because I'm going to take you into the webinar system. The webinar will open up with a registration page which directs your customers and your clients to register for the webinar. It's one more way that we brand you. The page that comes up is a page that has your custom information on it, your custom brand, your logo, and it directs them to register. Now over here to the right, you can see they have the opportunity. They can watch right now. They can go directly to the webinar and watch it right this moment, and or they can select a desired date. Once they select a desired date, then they can select multiple times. Every 3 hours they can go in and select a time that's good for them to be able to sit down and watch. And I want you to notice it says local time right here. But let's go ahead and let's go into right now. And once they click on right now, it automatically sets the time to 0000. Okay, that is right now. They put in their name, and then they put in their email address. And I'm going to register. And you can see it's connecting. Now what it's done is it's sent me directly to the webinar. Now In this webinar right here, and there's a demo in your control panel, and you can see this exact webinar that we are looking at. Here is what your branded slides look like. We put your information up there so that your customers can get a hold of you. And this is what the actual webinar page looks like, okay? This is the webinar page that your customers will see. This is the actual webinar event that's happening right now. Now, there's something we do that is very unique. We have the opportunity to go in and set up the webinar to where, let's say they come in 10 minutes late. It gives it a great live effect. They will actually join the webinar 10 minutes into the webinar. So you have the opportunity to go in and make the webinar very, very realistic. Over here on the right-hand side, you can see that there are some names populated there. We've set the webinar up. A lot of times when people go into a webinar, they don't want to feel like they're the only ones there. They're thinking in their minds, wow, I'm the only one here. This must not be what I'm looking for, and or something's wrong. It's not happening. So what we do is we automatically populate some names into the webinar. Now, when your customers sign in, they will see their names, okay? They will see themselves in the webinar. They'll see that they have joined the webinar, and they'll see that they are a part of this event. And it's a great live effect. It's a great way to bring your customers in. It's a great way to show them your product on their time, and that way they have the opportunity to make a decision, reach out to you, and you take care of business. Now, I want to show you real quick. I'm going to go out of this, and I'm going to go back into live webinar, and I'm going to show you what happens when you select a specific date. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to say December the 9th, and I'm going to say 9 a.m. local time. I'm going to put my name in. It's very important to me, and when I wanted to build this system, I wanted to make sure that your clients had every opportunity to see your brand, to see all your information so that it kind of sticks in their head. So what we have is a thank you page if they register for a webinar that goes out. Not only do we have a thank you page, but this thank you page is also video driven. Put my email address in there. Now, this is the registration page. We click on register now, and you can see it automatically refers me to the registration thank you page. Another video comes up, and once again we have put together a slide presentation, about 30 to 40 seconds, just like a small commercial, thanking your clients for registering for the webinar. Not only that, they get their link information here. They get the opportunity to print the page. They have their event information here where they signed in, and they also will receive an email thanking them for signing up for the webinar with all the same information in it. Very, very, very powerful. Very powerful. Let's get back over to the slide presentation if we could. And that's just how simple the webinar is. Extremely simple for them to register, gives them the opportunity to see your business, to see your company, to see your product, to see the benefits your product has to supply their needs. I want to look at just a couple of more things real quick if I could. I want to go through a few more stats. These stats absolutely will blow your mind. When I saw these stats, I thought, wow, where have I been? According to Forbes Insight, 59% of business owners would rather watch a video than read text. Now, I can understand that because I'm a business owner. We are all extremely busy. Business owners today have cut their staff. They've changed their business model. They've done that why? So that they can save money. So that puts them in the mode of having to do more. And when they have to do more, that means they have less time to sit down and meet with you or I. So 59% of business owners would rather watch a video than read text. Now, do we still need to go out and reach out and talk to people? Absolutely. Do we still need to put a face to a face and reach out and shake a hand? Absolutely. But you're not going to be able to sit down with every single person that you meet. It's not going to happen. You're going to have the opportunity to not only meet them face to face, greet them face to face, shake that hand, and build some rapport. But if they're extremely busy, and we know that 59% of business owners are going to be that busy, we have the opportunity to reach out and still share our product with them. 65% of those who view a video click through to visit the vendor website. Now, I want you to think about this for a moment. If you go out and you get 10 people, okay, to watch your video every single day, 6.5% of those, or 6.5 of those, 65%, will click through to visit your website. That's extremely, extremely high traffic to your branded website so that they can get more information. 50% look for more information. 45% report that they contacted a vendor after seeing an online video ad. Why do we need to add video? Very simple. We want to build our business using every technique available to us. We want to be able to reach out to every single person we can. Why? Because if we don't, somebody else will. Customers today are little gold nuggets in our hand. And everybody that we can reach out to and use techniques that allow them to look at us at their time is extremely powerful. It does a couple of things. It shows great courtesy to that business owner. If you walk in and he tells you that he's busy, that he doesn't have time right now, and you thank him and appreciate him for being busy and having the opportunity to do what he's doing, but you'd still like to show him, all you have to do is say, I understand you're busy, but I would just like to invite you at your time to one of our webinars. He's going to appreciate you for that. Why? Because you're not one of those pushy, I'm going to shove it down your throat, I'm going to follow you to the kitchen, I'm going to follow you to the back office, I'm going to try to talk to you while you're doing everything you're doing. No. You respect what he does, and he appreciates that. And why? What's he going to do out of appreciation? He's going to come back to you and watch that video. It's called reciprocity. Doing something good for others, what? Because they did something good for you. So he's not going to forget that. And he's going to have that card on his desk, whether it be a business card or a little postcard that introduces him to your webinar. About 50% of those who viewed an online marketing video went on to make a purchase for their business. When I read this stat, I had to pick myself up. 50% of those who viewed an online marketing video went on to make a purchase for their business. We know today that the mobile app industry is exploding. There are a lot of people out in the industry today who are talking to clients about mobile apps. 50% of those who viewed an online marketing video, the video who out of courtesy you introduced that customer to watch at a later time because he's busy, puts you in the lead. It puts you in a spot that others don't have the advantage of. If you're not using video as part of your marketing strategy, you're missing a very huge opportunity. People watch video for a specific reason. They don't just do it to do it. I watch video trainings to save time because I can do it when I have to do it. I can do it when I need to do it. According to the Online Publishers Association, 80% of internet users recall watching a video ad on a website they visited in the past 30 days. Now, I usually can't remember what I watched yesterday, okay? I can't usually remember what I talked about yesterday. But I do believe this stat because I can just about tell you all the videos that I've watched in the last 30 days. And I usually watch them because they entice me, they throw something up that I'm interested in, and or I want to learn what they're saying. 26% looked for more information about the subject of the video. Now let me just throw some numbers out here to you. Let's say we take that 100 people, 80% of 100 is 80. So that 26% who look for more information about the subject of the video is 20.8 people. 22% visited the website named in the ad. Out of 80% of the 100, that's 17.6 people. That is huge. That is extremely huge numbers, getting those kind of clicks on your website through a passive introduction, inviting someone to come in and view your webinar. 15% visited the company represented in the video ad. 12% purchased the specific product featured in the ad. That 12% of the 80% equals to 9.6 sales. Now, I don't know about you, but 9.6 sales of me just introducing someone to my webinar, and I go out every day and I introduce people and I introduce people and I introduce people, I will drive a ton of traffic and I will build my business faster than all my competitors combined. I heard a story the other day about a tire salesman. And this tire salesman was the #1 tire salesman for the largest tire company in the world. And this is how he got there. Every day when he went out, he had a postcard made up, and on that postcard it said, "As I was walking past your car, I noticed that your tires are worn, and this could create a danger to you while driving your vehicle. I am currently having a sale on tires. Please call to action." It gave the number. Please call, and I would be more than happy to get you a set of tires. That card alone plummeted him straight to the top. I should say launched. It didn't plummet him. It launched him straight to the top. Why? Because everything he did, he was reaching out to new customers. I don't know how many people each of you see today. We have a full house this morning, and I would be willing to bet that of all the people here, each one of you see at least 15 to 20 business owners a day. And that's without even trying. That's without actually going out and marketing. If you went out and actually marketed, and some of you do, I know some of you work other jobs and you're building a part-time business to get full-time, you could literally go out and talk to about 10 to 15 people a day, but reach out through video marketing and talk to and reach out to 100 people a day by simply inviting them to your webinar. 9.6 people purchase the specific product featured in the ad. Website visitors are 64% more likely to buy when a product online after watching a video. That's why we did what we did with the control your branded website. It was extremely important that everybody that comes to your website has the opportunity to view your live webinar. And so we've created the opportunity to place that tab right here so that they can view your live webinar. Okay? And once again, I'll just show you how it works. I place the tab once your webinar is complete on your live website, your branded website, and they click on it. And you notice there's one thing I want you to notice. It doesn't take them away from your website. It opens in a new tab. Okay? We want them to go back to your website. Bring back my slide presentation back up. But that's very, very powerful. Not only the people that you're reaching out to, not only those that you're out soliciting or inviting, I like that word a little bit better, inviting to view your webinar, now even the visitors that are coming to your page, okay, those who you've invited in the past or those who you went out and you spoke to and they come back in and they look at your website again, they have the opportunity once again to have you in front of them, speaking to them through this webinar. How do we market our webinar? You just heard me tell the story about the fellow who used the postcards who put on every single door. Now, when I say postcards, I don't mean I want you to go out and mail 1,000 postcards. Now, you can do that, okay? You can do that, and that's another way to market. But I know that usually when I get postcards in the mail, I throw them away. So it's going to take you a lot more postcards to mail out, and you're going to get a better return on your investment if you physically, literally walk in. Maybe your time is short for the day. Maybe you're running out of time and you just want to get as many postcards or business cards in someone's hand as physically possible. So you're going to jump out there and you're going to go out and you're going to invite 100, 150, how many ever businesses you can talk to your webinar. What's the quickest way to do that? Hand them a business card or a postcard that has the invitation directly written on it. Hello, my name is Kerry Miller. I would like to invite you to this special webinar presented just for you on the mobile app industry and how it can change your business forever, or something to that effect, okay? What did you just do? You invited them. You told them that you could change their business. Now, if somebody tells me they can change my business, I'm at least going to take a look. Now, when I take a look, I may not need what they had, but I'm at least going to take a look. Okay? Or maybe you want to tell them, hey, we have a webinar that can help increase your foot traffic, which will help increase your bottom line and help increase your revenues. Visit us today and have your webinar registration link there. Very, very powerful. Place your specific webinar URL on your car signage. Some of you may have vinyl letters on your windows. Some of you may have wrapped your cars. I know a lot of people that I see, they go out and have some really nice car magnets on their cars. I'll have this posted probably sometime tomorrow afternoon, Ethan. And so you have the opportunity to place the URL on your car signage, okay? Place the URL in every single email that you send out. In your signature tag, you need to have not only your URL to your website, but you need the URL to your webinar, inviting people to it. Put a little tagline on the bottom and invite every single person you send an email to. It doesn't matter if it's when you pay your bills online, and you send out an email, you send out hundreds of emails to friends, you get emails in, reply to every single email that you get. Now, some of them go to automated systems, but reply to every email that you get with that tag in there. Extremely important. The more people you can reach out to, this is the number you're looking for. 9.6 clients purchase. Okay? 9.6 out of 80% of 100%. That is a huge number. How do you order your custom webinar? We have placed in the control panel a custom webinar link. Okay, it's right at the top of your control panel. Now, if you're on today, okay, and you're not a part of the Instant App Wizard family, but you're still interested in a webinar, you can email me at Kerry@InstantAppWizard.com. If you're not a part of the Instant App Wizard family and you would like to become a part of the Instant App Wizard family and you want more information, please go to InstantAppWizard.com. But just click on the custom webinar link and it will take you to the custom webinar page. You will be able to watch a demo right here. Okay? The cost is $99 setup and $59 a month if you want to pay monthly. You have the option of purchasing by the year, and it's $4.99 a year. You select which purchase program you want to have. Click on that purchase program. It will take you to a page so that you can put your credit card information in there and purchase your webinar. Once you've done that, you're going to be asked to send some information. I will have all your information. I will contact you. It takes about 72 hours once the information is received. Now, that's 3 business days, okay? So if you order on a Saturday, it's probably not going to be ready on Monday. So it's 3 business days. If you order on Saturday, you should have your links by Wednesday. So that's 3 business days of your order. We will send out your custom webinar links. As soon as your webinar is built, I will immediately, if you're with Instant App Wizard, add that to your branded website so that the tab comes up on your branded website. But I just want to make sure you understand, once you place your order and you go here inside the control panel to Custom Webinar, click on the Custom Webinar tab. It will take you to this page where you can purchase. You'll also be able to watch a demo of our custom webinar. I want to thank Doug Slates. Doug Slate allowed me to use his webinar and in the demo. And the webinar and the demo has been cut down a little bit just for time's sake, but you can get a good gist of what the video webinar is about. But you just purchase there, and I will get an email immediately, okay? And then I will be contacting you. I will let you preview the slides. Once I create your opening slides and your closing slides, your thank you slides and your registration slides, I will send you those slides and get your approval on them, any changes that we need made. It's a one-time shot, so if you don't make changes the first time, they're not the chance of them being changed. I do a lot of webinars. I build a lot of webinars every day. So we make sure we try to streamline the process, but you will have the opportunity to see what you need to change, or if you want to change anything, maybe you want to put a specific tagline on your page or something like that. And we're more than happy to do that for you. So I email those out to you. You take a look at them, and you'll send them, just send an email back saying, hey, this is good, or can you change this, or Kerry, you left an I out here or an A here or something like that. That way we get more than one set of eyes on it, and we make sure that everything is good. 3 business days of your order, you will receive your webinar links. Video marketing increases sales and leads. Leads are very, very important. I can't talk enough about leads. we're all looking for warm leads. Okay, we've got 2 lead generation systems inside the control panel. This is just one more system that can generate you very, very powerful leads. Okay, leads that you're going to be able to close, leads that you're going to be able to go out there and increase your sales. This system alone will help you increase your sales. If you use it. Now, if you take it and you don't use it, you're not going to get any sales. Okay? If you take it and you use it, you already know from the statistics, and statistics are exactly what they are. Statistics are driven by what has been done, not what someone is thinking about doing. So we want to make sure that you get set up. If you're not using video marketing, you are losing customers to those who do. I do a lot of webinars. In the last 6 months, I've done hundreds of webinars. Okay? I've built thousands and thousands and thousands of minutes of video. I know for a fact, and this is my own personal experience, I know without question that they work. Without question. And the reason I know that is because that's what I do. And the reason I know that is because the numbers that I can see of people watching the videos. Just our YouTube videos alone in the last 6 months have been viewed 30,000 times. That's huge. Very large numbers. Our webinars have been seen by thousands of people all around the world. We've got Jeffrey with us this morning from the UK. We've got folks in here from Australia. We've got people from all around the world. And we reach out to those folks through video. It's extremely, extremely powerful. I want to take just a moment, if I could, and we will get some questions here. We've got about 10 minutes here or so left, and I want to make sure that if you have any questions, first off, let me say for all of you that came on board this morning, I greatly appreciate it, and it's good to see all of you on board this morning to see this webinar. So I'm going to open the floor to some questions, and if you would, just type them in the question box, and I will read the question out loud. That way everybody has the opportunity to hear the question that's asked. So if there's any questions, just go ahead and ask, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Okay, Dave asked, is there the possibility of doing webinars for their clients? Yes, there is. If you'd like to do a webinar for your clients, if you would, email me at Kerry@InstantAppWizard.com, and I will get together with you on pricing, and we will lay that out. But there are a lot of clients, there are a lot of your clients who can use webinars. It's very, very popular today in reaching out and touching their customers. So just email me at Kerry@InstantAppWizard.com, and I'd be more than happy to talk with you on that. Make sure you include your phone number. Okay, let's see. I hope I say this right. Okay, Janice. My computer questions is a little bit away from me there, and I couldn't make out the name. Janice asked about the business days. Let me just explain that real quick. If you order on a Monday, okay, 72 hours, 3 business days later, so that'd be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I would have your links to you on Thursday, okay? If you order on a Friday, it's going to be Tuesday of the next following week, Tuesday or Wednesday of the following week. So I need at least 72 hours. I do a ton of these a day, so we need at least 72 hours to get it up. Let me make a suggestion real quick. What you should do when you get your registration link, and this is what I would do, buy yourself another URL. Let's say, and I'll use Doug Slates, for example. His company is Apprageous Media. He could go out and get a URL, Apprageous Media Webinar, okay? Purchase that URL, then forward and mask that URL. Why do you want to do that? It's branded to yourself, okay? That webinar is branded to you. So ApprageousMediaWebinar.com. So he's got that URL now, or InstantAppWizardWebinar.com. There's not a lot of webinar URLs out there, so it would be very easy to get your current company name, your very own URL, and forward and mask to your registration URL. Why do you want to do that? Branding is the key to life. And every time you pass out that business card and or that postcard to someone to invite them in, they're seeing your branded name again, okay? ApprageousMediaWebinar.com, InstantAppWizardWebinar.com, Moby Advertising Group Webinar.com, Arvant Webinar.com, on and on and on and on. Yes, your webinars are always live. They're are set to where they can be watched 24 hours a day. We do go down for maintenance every now and then, but that's probably once every 6 months maybe. So the webinars. Okay, Jim asked about the live event look. What we do is we go in and we create that live event look by using what's called an RTMP, okay? And what that does is it gives you a delayed effect. If someone checks in and it's a little bit later, let's say they check in 5 minutes later, the video's actually been playing. It's a streaming system to where, let's say they want to be in on the 3 o'clock webinar. If they check in at 3:05, the webinar started streaming live at 3 o'clock, okay? At 3:05, it's 5 minutes into the video, okay, or 5 minutes into the webinar. So they come in, they will miss the first 5 minutes. We do that for a reason. We give this every opportunity to be a true live event. And in actuality, it is a live event because we do actually stream those videos on specific times. The box over to the right, we put about 10 to 15 names in there, okay, so that when someone checks in, they don't look like they're the only one there and say, oh, I'm in the wrong place, let me leave. I hope did that answer your question? Okay, great. Thank you. No, Robert, I actually do the videos. I have a video that I produced, and when you go into your control panel and look at the demo, you'll see the video that I produced. And what I do is I put a branded introduction on the front, a branded close and call to action on the end. I also create a video for you for your registration page, and I create a thank you video for your thank you page. The only thing that I'll be needing from you is communication to make sure that we have all your information correct, and I'll talk to you directly about that. There is no software needed. It's not like GoToMeeting where they have to download something special to be able to view it. It is all web-based, and they can see it from anywhere. And the videos are hosted on an S3 server, and the introduction video and the thank you video is hosted on YouTube. Let me tell you why they did that, and I appreciate that question, Robert. I meant to bring this up. I do the front-end video, the registration video, and the back-end video on YouTube because, as you know, iPhone and iPad do not use Flash, okay? And so in order for them to be able to see if they're using their iPhone or iPad, now they can't see the video. They can see the S3 video that's uploaded. But in order for them to see the registration video and the thank you video it can't be in Flash, and the system uses Flash and or YouTube or one of the other systems. The reason I put it on YouTube is because I put a little bit of SEO information in there. I put your company name up in the tags, and I put your description in the description with your information there, and I go in and I tag the taglines with your information. Let's say, for example, that you're in Dallas, Texas. I put in Dallas, Texas, and I put your company name. That way, if someone Googles your registration video and your thank you video will come up. Robert, did that answer your question, buddy? I don't want to continue on. I've got several questions coming in here, but okay, very good. Thank you. Jeffrey asks, hi, Carrie. For any newcomers on the call, I sold my 4th app yesterday. The 4th one to a lady with an upholstery business who didn't have a website but wanted to bring her company up to date. Very, very great. That's great. And let me tell you something. That's very important. Did you hear what he said? He sold it to an upholstery business. Okay? That tells you right there that it doesn't matter what the business is, they can use your product. Your product has benefits, and they have a need, and your product will fix that need. He says, as I left, thanking her for her time, she said, make me one of those apps. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Anybody else with a question? Starting to get close to breakfast time. Actually, I'll probably go take a nap. I'm running on about 3 hours sleep. So, anybody else? Yes, John. When you click on the link, let me show you that again real quick. He's asking about ordering, and I want to make sure you understand how to order. Let me go into the control panel real quick here. It's very simple. When I do something, I like simple. If it's not simple, it's not good for me because I'm a very simplistic person. I'm so simple, I leave my shoes tied so I don't have to tie them when I slip my tennis shoes on. That's how simple I am. Kev, where you at, Kev? New Jersey. Jersey in the house. You guys didn't get any of the Sandy up there, did you, Kev? My heart goes out to you, buddy. You're in my prayers. I hope everything works out. Kev's up in New Jersey, and he got pounded by Sandy. So just pray for you, man. I see it on TV. I can't even comprehend what something like that would be like. Okay, how to order the webinar. I'll go through that again one more time. You can see here that you just go into the custom webinar page. Click on custom webinar, and the page will come up to where you purchase now for the year, purchase now for the month, about monthly, and just when you click on that, it's going to bring up a page for you to go ahead and place your order. Once your order is placed, I will come in and get that taken care of. Anybody else? Yeah, I'll get with you, Kev. Hey, you too, Joseph. Great to see you, buddy. Okay, if there's no more questions, we're going to call it a morning. I want to thank you once again for coming in and being a part of the webinar and sharing your time with me this morning. Very, very powerful way. I know, matter of fact, I've already seen 2 orders come in. I'll get right on those on Monday morning and get those links out to you. I want to thank you. This is a great way to market your product, exceptional way to market your product. And it's just a powerful, powerful tool to put in your bag and reach out to those customers who are too busy to speak to you right now but really want your product. And, you know, a lot of people say, well, he told me no, I'm not never going back there again. He didn't tell you no because it's a no. He told you it's a no because he was busy. And this solves that problem, giving them a card, inviting them over to your webinar. And if there's no more questions, everybody have a great weekend. God bless, and I will see you on our Wednesday trainings.